Hello everyone, this is gonna be a short video tutorial walking you through how to install the latest new Outcomer Windows 8 developer preview on a VirtualBox machine. So first of all, you will need to head to Microsoft's site and download the ISO file from their server. I have chosen the 3.6 gigabyte version, but it might be a better idea to download the full version because that includes many applications that have been rewritten for the new Metro UI, so they look better, and then you can test out the new UI features a lot better than I can right now because I will be downloading the new version, of course, too. But I wanted to give you guys just a quick heads up how to install Windows 8 in VirtualBox. It's not that hard task, so once you have downloaded the ISO, just start a VirtualBox as I have it here. As you can see, I already have a Windows 8 test machine here, but I will just walk you through the steps how to configure a new virtual machine for Windows 8. So just clicking on new, and then you will get this nice little wizard popping up for you, and clicking next. Here you can give it a name. I'm just gonna call it Windows 8 test machine. It's gonna be operating system Microsoft Windows, but instead of Windows XP, you should go all the way down to Windows 7 64-bit. I have chosen Windows 7 64-bit because it's the closest to Windows 8, and I have downloaded the 64-bit version from Microsoft, so it's the best to use the 64-bit option in VirtualBox when you are using a 64-bit operating system. But if you have downloaded the 32-bit version, just go ahead with Windows 7. I'm guessing that's totally fine too. So Windows 7 64-bit. So going next, you should give it some RAM. So I have this experience that if you're running virtual machines, of course you will need a lot of RAM. And for Windows 8, just to get stuff going smooth, I would recommend 1 GB because that's what I'm having, and that's sufficient for Windows 8. Going next, you will need to create a new virtual hard drive. 20 gigabytes is recommended, and it's enough. But as according to my experience, I the full installation is around 8 gigabytes, so that's not that much of space. So if you don't have much space on your hard drive, you can configure it to be smaller, but it's always better to have a bigger hard drive configured, and then you choose the dynamic growing hard drive because then it will dynamically grow with the OS, so it will not take up space which you need for something. But if the operating system needs it, then it will just get to that space and use it. So well, you can just specify whichever you want. You can have a fixed size, or you can have a dynamically growing hard drive. You can give it a name. I'm just gonna leave it on default, and it's 20 gigabytes. That's sufficient. I already have that configured once, so I will just close it down and give it a different name like machine 2, and then hitting next, and pretty much that's it. So hitting finishing up, well, it couldn't create the machine because I already have a machine with this name. So whatever, I'll just close it down and show you the options here on my real machine. So once you have your Windows 8 test virtual machine here, don't start it up yet, but click on configure, and then go to system first, and here you can see the RAM. Go to processor. You can give it 2 processor cores depending on how many cores you have in your computer. I have a dual core Intel processor, so I have given 2 cores to Windows 8. And then here at acceleration, if you have hardware virtualization, enable it and use it because it makes stuff going a lot easier. At least that's what my experience tells me. And then now go to display or screen and change the amount of video memory to the maximum you can, because Windows 8 heavily relies on your GPU, and also your GPU needs memory to be able to work flawlessly. So you give it as much RAM you can. Just leave it on one display or one monitor, and enable 3D and 2D acceleration because that's also very useful when using Windows 8. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna click OK, and The installation goes pretty easy because once you start up your machine, it will be asking you for the CD, so you just give it in the ISO and the installation wizard will pop up. It looks exactly like the Windows 7 installation wizard, so just clicking next, next, set up little details, and that's it. And it will just finish up the installation. After that, when you start up your new Windows 8 machine, it will be asking you for your Windows Live ID, and you have to enter that, and then it will assign that Windows 8 virtual machine in this case. But in the real case, of course, the real computer will be assigned to your Windows Live ID, and you will also get an email from Microsoft telling you that someone, or it might have been you, have assigned a computer with your Windows Live account, and you have to confirm this. You have to confirm this by clicking on a link and telling them that you wanted to assign this computer to your Windows Live ID, and after that you will be able to log into your computer, to your Windows 8 computer. So as you can see, the whole authentication phase and stuff like that goes through the Windows Live ID system, making the computer relying more on the internet, more on Microsoft online services. So that's a change from Windows 7. So right now I have my Windows 8 test machine, shut it down. So I will just click on start, and then we will be able to see how fast it boots up in VirtualBox. So again, this is a dual core system, VirtualBox, 1 gigabyte of RAM, 128 megabytes of video RAM, and well, that's pretty much, these are the main properties of this machine. So as you can see, it's a developer preview. We have seen this new animation, startup animation. I'm not sure if it's temporary or it's gonna be the final one. So now it seems to be loading, and it's pretty cool. Okay, saying please wait. I wonder what it's doing now. And I guess we just have to need to wait a little bit more. Oh, here we are. So